Hello, my name is Sushil, and I'm gonna present the simulation of the car black box. And so in this video, I'll be telling about the 1 month internship, what all we learned, and what all the ma'am taught us, and then I will be sharing the code. And after the code gets shared, I'll show the simulation. How does it take, and I'll explain how does it takes place. So in the first week of so first of all the 5 weeks were amazing, and we learned everything very in a very good manner, from the really basic part to the advanced part of the embedded systems. We learned it really in a good manner. So the first of all, the training which was conducted, we started from very basic of C programming, in which in the C programming we learned about data types, we learned about qualifiers, we learned about operators, and then we learned about the loops and jumps, like how does the loop works, and about the major functions of C programming, like if statements and their conditional statements, like if else and else if. Then we learned conditional switch operation, and then we also learned operators, in which we learned in which we learned about the bitwise operators, and then we learned about the pointer, and we also learned about bits, bytes, and all about the storage. Then we learned about the function. So in the first week, the C programming. These are the things we learned about the C programming, like all the basic things. Then in the week two, we learned about what is the project we are going to work on. So the project car black box is a, and what all components will be, or what all peripherals will be having in the project, like we have the time in the beginning, and then we record the events, and we also record the speed, and after we also use memory of the we use memory for the storage of the events, and we also have password options, which to like reset password, and to the password and the reset password option. The password based system is like has 4 digit, and in which we have 3 attempts. So if the 3 attempts are failed, then we block the user. So, and if the user enters the password correctly, then we display the following options, like view log, clear logs, and change password. So we will see all this in details. So before that, we also like view logs. In view logs, we use the storage, like we store the events which are happening, like the shift of gears. So this was all about the project, basic overview of the project, what we are going to do in the project. So, and then we learned about the approach, what approach we are going to have, how we are going to reach the project. So the first, like from the basic, I still remember in the first week we learned about the basic program of LED, like switching the LED, switching the port of the microcontroller LED on and off, based on some a particular delay. And then we learned about the switches, the 6 basic switches. Then we saw about the potentiometer, and we also got introduced to the very good of the software, like it was amazing experience working on it. So we got introduced to the Pixim lab, we got introduced to the MP lab XID, where we are going to code. So then we came across the microcontroller and its details, like which microcontroller we are going to work on. So we are going to work on PIC 16F877, a microcontroller. Then we learnt about the microcontroller and its interface. So we learnt about its GPIO pins, like general purpose input output pins. And about its ports, like it has 5 ports which are bidirectional: port A, port B, port C, port D, and port E, each of 6, 8, 8, 8, and 3 bits respectively. So in that also we learned about the size and all the data bus, data bus, size of the data bus, and all its interfaces. So in interfaces we learned about the ADC interfaces, and also we learned about the serial communication, I2C serial communication, which is used in communication with the microcontroller, which is used for communication. So then we learned about the CLCD. We learned about LEDs, digital keyboard, matrix keyboard, the digital keypad, and we also studied in detail the like the when we moved from the basic to the advanced part. It was amazing studying the data sheets of the the most like the most the most thing was we studied the data sheets in detail when while moving to the advanced part of the programming. So it made easier to understand us about the particular microcontroller we are using on the pixim lab. And so all this was very ma'am made us very easy to understand at every step about the microcontroller and its programming and its interface. So we also learn in software and hardware components both. So we learned from the basic program of LED. We learned about the from the basic program of LED. We learned about the interface, like how to interface of IDE with the Pixim lab, like how the IDE converts the file into hex file, and how we upload it to the Pixim lab, and how we upload the hex file to the Pixim lab, and we run the LED. So like any time I can show the simulation of the LED with and doing the code. It was like uh, it was like gaining confidence for the further programming. So that was really good with like starting from the basic programs. And then we moved to the further then we move further to our like as we got closer to the project, like we initiated with I2Cs, and then CLCDs, and then we also studied the like even the basic programs, like and basic things, like why do we use the watchdog timer, what does the watchdog timer does, what error we get due to this. So everything we learned from basic to advanced, and that was really good. So after that, uh, the project, these are my notes which I have wrote, all my notes I have wrote and written, and so I can understand as well as what ma'am taught us in a really good manner. So I can later revise it for the while going in the deep of it. So the next part of it is this is my code. I hope it sees. Yeah. So the next part is this is my code. So as from the we learned about IDEs, we learned about all the template codes, like digital keypad, the I2C, the timers. So timers were also really amazing part. Like we understood how the timers actually work, like how they are actually coded. So so let's begin from the car black box project, and after this code I'll show out the simulation of my code. So this is my code I have done already. We have done it. So in this project, the car black box, there are header files and source files. We also we were also taught about the header files and source files. So what are header files, and what are header files and what are source files, how to include libraries in the header file, how to define the keywords into the header file so you can use that in the source files, and how to make the code shorter, how to make the like how to make the code like in a easier manner, how to code and how to understand the code easily. So first of all, this is the main.c, where from where we started. These are the in here we included all the like here we included all the like libraries, we can say, no, not libraries, but here we can say that we have included the other functions. We are including the functions like I2C, CLCD, digital keypad, and timer. So we also learned about the how to write on a memory of a microcontroller, like EEPROM write. We have learned this to the we have gone to the EEPROM routines, and we have seen the function EEPROM write. This is the EEPROM write, EEPROM read, and how to define the size, like bits and all that. So this was the EEPROM write. Then the actual, first of all, let me tell you what are the peripherals of car black box. So in this car black box, uh, in this car black box, first of all, we are going to design a digital keyboard, sorry, a digital screen interface on which we will show time, we will show the event, and we will show the speed of the car. So event is that either the event is collision, and then we can show the gear shift, like from G1 to G2, G2 to G3, and then the speed can be shown, and it can be varied through the potentiometer. So this was the first option. And then on the screen, if we enter the, like if we want to the make the changes, or if we want to the record the, if you want to see the recorded what recorded logs, like for that we have made an option called vlog. So in the view log, we will see the all the events which are carried out, like all the events. Then we will see the clear. Then we also can clear the log. So we also can change the password. We can access all this through a password of 4 digit, which can be, which is like attempted, which you can attempt on the attempts of 3 attempts. If all the 3 attempts are wrong, then the user will be blocked for the next 60 seconds, we can say. And uh, then you can also change the password. So all this programming we have done in this folder. So this is here actually main.h. So here are the we have defined the keywords, and we have stored them in the microcontroller memory interface. So and here we have added all the timers, like what all we studied, CLCD screen, the screen functions, like uh, CLCD write, display the cursor is off and the cursor is on, while the cursor, like we want the cursor off to be off or the cursors to be on. So we have included CLCD, then we have included ADC, then we have included timers, we have included ISRC, and we have also included I2C. So we have included I2C for the serial communication, and all this we have included into the main.c. So as to this, we have included this, so not to make the main.c code so huge. To make it short, we have included all these events. So in car plan, this is the, here we have defined all the functions, like from the first, we have defined void get time, where we will get the time, void display time, then display the dashboard, then like here in this log car event. So like we have displayed event, then we have displayed the function clear screen. We have used clear screen function everywhere, like literally in, like mostly we have used this function. So we have made a separate like we have not defined all this everything in the main.c. we have made it in a different so as to make it easier and easier to understand the code, uh, and also to make the code shorter of the main.c. So we have defined here then we have also done some we have also defined some other functions like uh, the login screen function, and then comes the login menu. Then we see the view log, like in the view log we'll see the events which are recorded. Then we have defined clear log, and then we have defined change password. So this is all about the code, and let me simulate and show it that it builds properly without any error. Yeah, so this was built successfully in total time of 5 seconds. So let me upload it to the pixim lab, and let me simulate it. First of all, uh, this is the workspace. Actually, the we can say a simulator based on where we uploaded the codes from the IDE. So here we load the code, and here we open it, and as we can see here, it shows the time, it shows the event, and it shows the speed. So time is now the 8:52, and this is the time running. So this is a real time, and it was really amazing working on this project. Uh, it was never boring, and as we went further, it just got interesting and interesting and interesting, and we learned a lot of things through this. So this is my time and enable, and this is speed. The speed can be varied of the car, like it's to the potentiometer, like 82 we can see now, like yeah 62, like yeah. So this is the speed. Then we can see the events, like event is on the first switch. As we press the first switch, the event shows as a collision. So as we source as we press the second switch, we get a gn, then gr, then g1, g, then we get a g2, then we get a g3. So these are the, so this is the basic like events. So as I take down, it will be like g2. The as I press the switch 3, we'll get g2, we'll get g1. So now I'll just reload the file, reset that, and now as I'll just record some events, and then we'll see how the other display screen works. So this is some event g1, gr, g1, g2, g3. So I have recorded gn, gr, g1, g2, g3. So now this is the enter password screen where I can enter my password. Like if I enter the wrong password, first let's enter the wrong password and then see it, what how does it works. So in 2, 3, 4. So this is 2 attempts remaining. I'll again enter the wrong password. So here now it shows one attempt remaining. I'll again enter the wrong password. So you are blocked for you are blocked, and you need to wait for 60 seconds. So it shows you need to wait for 60 seconds. The user has been blocked as we entered the password wrong 3 times. So let me reset it again. So now this time we'll enter the correct password and see if it works. So I entered the correct password, and we are successfully logged in. So as we logged in, we can see 3 options. We can use the switch 4 and switch 5 for the up and down respectively. Like I can use this for down. So here we can see 3 options. As I told you, view log, clear log, and change password. So the star mark is like you can and using the 6th switch, you can select the required thing. So as I can see, view log, So there are events I can see which I have done on like events. So there is only one event recorded. I have not done any event until now. So let's do the event and then see how does it shows. GN, GR, G1, G2, G3. So here we enter the password. We have logged in. We will vlog. So here are the events we can see. It shows time, it shows event, it shows speed, and this is it. And now if we enter the password like 2 digits only and we wait, so we will automatically get log out from the, like we'll automatically get to the default screen of time and event and speed. So that is also an feature of the car black box. Like if it doesn't enter the password, we just will just get back to the default screen automatically after the after some seconds. So now now we need to clear the log, so we can also clear the log, like yeah, we can clear the log from here. All the recorded logs are cleared successfully, it shows. And now if we view logs, then there will no logs. So all the logs, so there is this, that is the second option of view logs. So this is there are no logs now recorded, and all the logs are successfully deleted. So now now let's see the last option of the last feature of this, that is change password. So these are all the features like time, event, speed, like these are all the, we can say, uh, these are all those like specifications of the of this like of the simulation we have created. Like time is a, it shows time, event and speed, and it gives us three options before we need to log in into the system. So we can log in into this system through our password, 4-digit password, which can be like used 3 times. So now we can use it. Now we'll use the change password. Now here enter new password, and now I enter my new password like this and this. So we also need to re-enter password. Yeah, if I re-enter the password really wrong one, then it shows me like something, password change failed, because the password I have entered 2 times and the re-entered password didn't match to it. So this is it. Now now we'll reset the password like successfully. So I will just reset the device, and now I'll change the this, and I'll enter my password first. As I'll go down, I'll enter into the change password, and I'll enter my new password. Like I'll match the both the passwords correctly this time, and let's see that password is changed successfully or not. So here you can see the password has been changed successfully. So yeah, so this is all about the simulation, and all the simulation you can see, you can view logs, we can clear the logs, we can change the password, we can see the time, event and speed, and we can store the like things. So overall this was the project for the internship of the emertxe, and all of it was really amazing working with the ma'am. It was like we got lots of knowledge of the, like how does the actual, like we didn't know how the timers work, we didn't know like how, we didn't know even know the basic things even of the C programming. So all those things we learned all those things, and it's a huge thing. Like I created the whole code into it, and we actually turned out all the code. Not only like we understood every single thing, we understood every single thing they taught us. And like the test we gave every week, Also from that we got all the theoretical knowledge, all the theoretical concepts which were there in the which were taught and then we also understood how the embedded system work, how the microcontroller work, and how its memory interface, like how its memory can be interfaced, or how its memory can be accessed and used. So this was all about it, all of the internship, and these were all the things we learned into the internship. And thank you so much.